Greetings from the World of Freight Alliance. It is my pleasure to meet with Sam Shen from Primy Ocean Air, our one of the founding members actually of WOF Alliance, operating and based in China. Hello, Sam. How are you today?
Hello. Hello. I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you for finding the time to chat with me a little bit. First of all, I would like to ask you to give a little bit personal introduction of you, your professional background, if you can, and also in a nutshell about your company.
Yeah, okay. My name is Sam. I'm based in Shanghai, and I was in this business since 1995. So my first job is cargo sales for Thai Airways in Shanghai. After that, I moved to Lufthansa Cargo in Shanghai at Pudong Airport until 2003. After that, I start my own business and I set up office in Shanghai, Primy Shanghai. We start with air cargo. We are must loader in the market. And after almost 20 years, now we have office in Hong Kong, in Shenzhen, Xiamen, Ningbo, Qingdao, and Tianjin. So we cover most of the coach side in China. We have about 100 staffs altogether. And we, of course, we do import, export from to China. Our main market is Europe, US. We are also tank owner. So we are specialists in the chemical industry. Apart from the forwarding business, we also have our sister company who is trade agency. So we provide import, export documentation, VAT code. Sometimes we are buyer, we are sourcing, we are quality check for our customer. This is my background.
Thank you so much for sharing that. It's an interesting evolution for yourself and the company indeed. Congratulations on the growth and success. So as you mentioned, you started up the company in 2003, right? So now you are expanded across multiple Chinese cities, and offering not only the air freight but other multimodal logistics and also the other services that you mentioned. So what do you think, in your professional opinion, looking back on the history of the company, what were the key points or maybe the key decisions that allowed Primy to scale so effectively in such a competitive market China is?
Yeah. First of all, I have to say that I'm lucky. I'm lucky because when I started business in 2003, my own business, it is the booming year of China market, because in 2001, I remember that China became member of WTO. From that moment, there are a lot of manufacturers in China. They really produce a lot of stuffs, everything, from Shanghai, from Zhejiang area close to Ningbo, from Yantian, from Shenzhen. So in these 20 years, China really growing a lot. I'm lucky because I find out that we are not only requested to provide service in one area, but China is big. We must have our own team in different economic areas. So for this purpose, that I start to set up my own office, our team in different cities, which helped Primy to become let's say not a big one, but the middle-sized company, forwarding company in China right now. Mm-hmm. And a very good advantage is that I realized that rate is always the let's say the first priority, that people are always talking about rate problems, higher or lower, cheaper or economic. But from my point of view, service is also very important. So I mainly focus on service more than the rate. I believe that is the key point as well, that I'm lucky and I have the right direction, so that my company can grow up in 20 years.
Mm-hmm. Wow, interesting. You sound very humble, but I'm sure you must be a good, businessman and visionary also. So you realize that these nuances are so important, and you chose this strategy for the company, which seems to be working well for you. So that's amazing.
Thank you.
We experienced over the past years and months very major disruptions. We had the COVID, now we have the US tariffs. Before, yes. Between it was the Red Sea situation, so the shifts in the train lines and the port conjunctions, etc. So what do you think from your perspective, being a mid-size freight forwarder in the Chinese market, what has been the role of this kind of company? How has it evolved in the response to these challenges and changes, especially towards your clients and also the overseas agents that you cooperate with?
Yeah. Okay, that's a very good question, and it's China is big. Mm-hmm. It's very big, and another issue is the local policy. I mean, the customs rules or the business mode changing. Mm-hmm. Until now, I still. I still I still understand that the competition is still very, very aggressive at the moment. Since 2003, even unlucky, but in these 20 years, the competition become more and more. I still remember in 2003, some European agent, we discussed about Chinese forwarders. We knew from that time there are about maybe 3,000 agents in China, forwarding agents, 20 years ago. But today, I'm sure there are over 30,000 already agents. From one side,
comprehensible number for me.
Yes, unbelievable number. So, China market is booming. That's the very good thing, that there are so much people are involved in this business, and most of them are doing well and they are survive. Mm-hmm. But for sure, it's hard because the rate problem, the service, the professional team, how to maintain the reliable partner from the overseas, the cash flow. So there's a lot of challenge. Mm-hmm. I think today is not only a single request from customer. They are asking for one shipment from A to B, or from B to A, or A to C. It's daily job, and you are not able to make a big profit on that shipment anymore. So we, Primy, that we are looking for the solutions for the different customers' requests. It's not only from A to B, but we are looking for A to C to B. Mm-hmm. It might take a longer time, but maybe cheaper. So let's say in the past we have air freight. Everyone talking about sea freight, and years ago there are railway service, and sea air shipments, and road feed service from China to Europe. And maybe in the future, we are also working for hand carry cargo, for hand carry plus air freight express to match different customers' requests. So from my point of view, that nowadays we must be very flexible and with really experience, knowledges, professional skills to be survived in this market. It's hard. It's hard. Even we have a big market in China, but it's still very, very hard.
Yeah, I bet it must be with the aggressive competition, as you mentioned. And that is also why probably you found the niche in the ISO tanks, right? Maybe this is also one of the things where you have to like find your expertise and in order to maintain or diversify really the sources of income. So interesting perspective. Thank you. Let's touch a bit on the technology. We have seen this AI boom, approaching the industry. Some say that the logistics and supply chain is actually one of the last industries that the AI is influencing, and the changes are coming quite slowly, but still we hear a lot about that. I would like to know, in your case, what investments or innovations is Primy Ocean Air prioritizing? Currently, do you bet on introducing some tracking softwares, automations, the blockchains, or other AI tools? What's your outlook on these technological advancements of this era?
Okay. Everyone is talking about AI. We in China, we experienced AI service, not today, but 2 or 3 years ago with our biggest e-commerce company like Alibaba, like Jingdong. They are the biggest one in China, and we already experienced how their online customers serve us via AI. Okay, it's the good name. It's the very big topic of AI, but from my feeling is that AI at the moment sounds good, but do not work well. It is cool. It is cold. It is cool and cold. Not sometimes. I think it's most of the time. AI do not understand well what is our request. I mean that we are speaking Chinese or English or German, but everyone has their own essence or own way to speak. Just for example, if I want to say I'm happy, okay, in English I'm happy, but someone maybe said it's not bad, I'm good. And for this word, if you really talk to the AI system, sometimes they don't understand. So they will give you a very strange answers. So they ask you more and more for what's your purpose and what are you asking for. So from this point, I believe AI doesn't work well in this moment. Maybe 2, 3, 5 years is the future. So from my company, we are a Chinese company. Okay, we used to use cargo-wise system for 3, 4 years, maybe 5 years. I don't remember well at the time. Why? Because there are many let's say, overseas agents, they also use CargoWise. So they prefer us to be a member and we share the data together. But in fact, it doesn't work well. It didn't work well. And the cost is really high, too much. Each company, I think each forwarding company, they have their own financial rules, policies, how to make a report, financial report, a revenue report, and to their local tax officer. So from Chinese side, that we think that local system, IT system is much suitable for Chinese company. So we finally change again into our local system. Now it works well. Of course, from one side, it's good for the local policy, but from the other side, it might not be good for the overseas agents. Because they are not able to share the data and so on. So it's hard to say. Okay, in one system we are using now is WMS system. Okay, warehouse management. We also have these problems with WMS. We work with several WMS suppliers in the past, and then we find out, okay, it's good. They are very standard. They are very standard system. It's good. You can sorting and you can in out and you check the value and you check everything. It's good. But the problems comes because different customer, they have different requests. So if we stick to one system, we are not able to satisfy all the requests from different customers. So that is something that make us very confusing. Just for example, that in China there are lots of e-commerce companies. We also work for e-companies, Taobao and Alibaba. Okay, they provide a WMS system for us that we can use their system to serve our e-commerce customer. It works well. But for this system, we are not able to offer to another customer. So they have different requests. So from this point, I believe that it's a very big issues about system. As I know that even in the European countries, in USA, Asia, there are many different forwarding system, WMS system. Why? Because each country, they have their own policies and they have their different customs requests. It's hard to be a standard product. So that's my feeling of AI, or let's say systems or high tech. It's a future. I mean, it's a future. Of course, everyone expects to have a high tech knowledge, automatic, and AI, and save some labor cost and improve our working efficiency. Yes, but not today.
Thank you for sharing your experience. It's interesting. At least you tried. You can speak from an example. Yeah, I also think that it is nowadays still much more a bubble than actual, efficient way of saving time and resources. And it's still definitely a long way to go if we ever get there and make this sort of universal. And again, the tailor-made extras with these software companies, sometimes they provide, sometimes they don't. If they do, it's very costly. So
yes. If you want to match one special request from one customer, it's really cost. And the cost not only money and the time. And at the end, you find out that you you pay a lot of money, and finally the system still are not really working well. Mm-hmm. So that is we tried, for sure. We tried. We spent quite a lot of money to build up our own system and to try to satisfy all the customers, but finally it didn't work. Mm-hmm. It's too much cost. Yeah. And IT, you know, IT means a group, a team, not a person, but a team, IT team. To every day they don't make money, but they spend money every day.
Right. Yeah, I feel you. Okay, thanks for sharing your opinion on this subject. So, Sam, are you planning to undergo, introduce some changes in the Primy's operations or services in the near future? You mentioned you need to be more flexible in the response, in responding to the market. But is there something specific that you can share that is coming for you in the near future?
Yeah. Okay. From last 20 years, I let's say participate many conferences mm-hmm. in different countries. Mm-hmm. So I let's say I met maybe more than 100, 200 forwarding companies from different countries, maybe more. Mm-hmm. But everyone is talking about rate, and what I can offer is DDP, DDU, and we have a warehouse, we have a truck. Okay, everyone is talking the same. So, of course, Primy, we also daily job is import, export, shipping, air, sea, truck. Yes, this is the basic. This is the life that we have to do this. But from the other side, that I'm always looking for the new options, new way of doing the business. Just for your reference, that I'm now research how to build up an intelligent courier box in Hong Kong. Okay, why? Because the labor cost in Hong Kong is very expensive. Mm-hmm. And Hong Kong, the population in Hong Kong is also quite a lot. It's about 8 million people in Hong Kong, in a small cities. So it's very crowded. Mm-hmm. And due to the higher cost for local delivery, the e-commerce is not that popular in Hong Kong. Hong Kong people, they are looking for cheaper for the cheaper products from e-commerce, from internet, from China. Even we are very close, but they are different. They are different cities, different policy. They are not easy to have the same level service compared with China. And they don't offer free delivery from a Chinese supplier. So they pay let's say a delivery fee, maybe 30% or even 40%, based on the value of the products. It isn't fair. Why? Because in Hong Kong, according to the Hong Kong local policy, and the delivery person or their cost or the truck parking and everything, it's cost a lot of money. So I'm researching this, how to find out a way to serve the Hong Kong customer, connect the e-commerce, and not a delivery, but they pick up by their own near their apartment or near their office building. How to save the cost, this is something like AI, how to make a auto, let's say, a courier machine that for saving the label cost, and the people just scan the QR code and they get their pesos, they get their cargoes from China via internet. But they only walk, they can walk for 50 meters, 30 meters, just very close to their living area, because they are huge people, they're living together in one properties, in one or two properties, maybe 1,000, 2,000 people already. So this is Hong Kong. So this is my now I'm looking for a supplier that can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know if you're talking about the same thing, but here in the Europe, it has becoming really popular over the past years. The storage boxes. You know, we have a couple of companies, providing this. So, and it seems to be working well. I use it personally. I prefer it. Actually, I think it's even more sustainable. It's cheaper. You know, you don't have to be there available when actually the delivery man comes, you know.
Yes.
So you can pick it up. You have 2 days for that. So I guess if this is not still available locally for you, it would be a very, very good way to go, I suppose, because these companies that have pioneered this in Europe look very wealthy by now. So good idea.
This stock box is now in Hong Kong in some area.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is who is going to put the stuffs into the stock box, because it costs too much. It still costs too much
to operate it. So you're looking for something which is like fully automated.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah, because in China we have similar smart, let's say, in smart intelligent box, but they only provide books or magazine. If you scan the code and you can get some magazine books that you are looking for, it works, but not for the peso. So I'm looking for this tactic.
Okay, fingers crossed with that. So my final question to you, Sam, what's been your vision for the freight forwarding networks? You just attended the event in Istanbul, where the World of Freight also participated. So what do you think is the situation for the big networks and for the small networks such as WOF Alliance?
Yeah, okay. My experience, I joined WCA from 2006, maybe 2007. I still remember the first or second conference they have in China is in Canton, in Guangzhou. It's about only 100 members at the time. But now WCA, they have, 5,000 members.
Yeah, something like that.
Every time when I look into the member who is going to attend the conference, I was so
overwhelmed,
worried and afraid about that. It's too much. It's too much. And just imagine that there are more than 3,000 people. They are talking in one banquet room, let's say banquet room. It's very noisy, too noisy. And we cannot even hear clearly what the people is talking about. I have really bad experience about that. That's why in this 5 years, I never participate in the WCA conference anymore, too much. So I prefer middle or small size network.
With a personal touch.
Yeah, something like WOF. We are not big, we are middle or small. No, what? That's very good. Why? Because I at least I know who is our member in Hungary, for example. Mm-hmm. Who is our member in Germany, like QCS? All right. So it's very quick. And I come to the name of the company, and I come to the people, the face from Stefan, from Gabo. Suddenly I can recall my memory, and I know, okay, I know them well, and we can work, and we can code, and we can ask for some issues from them. So that's good. Otherwise, we too much in the memory, and we really cannot. And we have their business card, but after 3-4 days, after 1 week, 2 weeks, everything is gone.
You don't recall, yeah. It's impossible.
Yes. So it's very nice. For example, that I worked with the company from Dominican Republic, mm-hmm. and David. So we worked already for 5 months, and we met in Turkish. Wow, that's perfect. Mm-hmm. And I know that, okay, then I really like him, and I'm very sure that we can develop more together. So that is the advantage. I mean, compare with the big network, I prefer small or middle size. And we are very close, and we are lots of friendship and yeah, good memory.
Nice, wonderful. Thank you for still, making a value of personal connections. Otherwise, we would become this impersonal, automated business. Now, even with the AI, it would be more robotic than people to people. So thanks for appreciating this. And of course, we are happy to have you, and very grateful for your support over time. So thank you so much, Sam. This has been really interesting conversation with you. Thanks for sharing your expertise and the viewpoints on the subjects we touched. Wish you good luck with all the evolvements and the plans for the future. And once again, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you. Have a good weekend.